If I had to start from scratch with digital products today, I wouldn't overcomplicate it. I'd focus just on a few simple products that I know actually sell. I've sold digital products online and generated over 6 figures in sales. And looking back, these are the types of products I'd start off with if I was doing it all over again. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 5 digital products I'd consider creating if I was starting today, so you can pick one and get moving. Just a bit of quick context before we get into the list. I think it's important to understand one thing. A lot of people get stuck because they spend too much time trying to come up with a completely original idea. They sit there thinking, what type of digital product should I create? What if nobody buys it? What if it's a waste of time? And that usually leads to overthinking and not actually creating anything. The better approach is much simpler. Look at what is already selling, find products that already have a proven demand, then create your own version that solves a specific problem. That way, you're not guessing, you're building something people are already paying for. And if there's one principle I've learned from selling digital products, it's this: the best digital products are the ones that solve a specific problem and have proven market demand. People buy digital products for 3 main reasons. 1, to save time. 2, to save money. Or 3, to solve a problem. If your product does one or more of these things, then you're completely on the right track. So let's get into it with the first type of digital products, which is templates. The first product that I would look at if I was starting from scratch today would be templates. Now, if you don't understand what templates are, this is probably where I would start if I was starting from scratch, because templates are one of the easiest digital products to create. And some examples include Canva templates, Notion templates, Excel spreadsheets, Google Sheets, checklists, planners, the list goes on. The reason why templates sell so well is because they're very simple. People want something they can download and use immediately. They don't want to spend hours building it themselves. They'd rather pay for a ready-made solution. A simple example is this: Canva birthday invitation templates. Could someone else create it themselves? Of course they could, but it would take a lot of time. Instead, they can buy a professionally designed template, change the date, change the name on the invitation, and they're done within 5 minutes. Now, my wife is very proficient in Canva and design, and she can make templates, but she still sometimes pays for ready-made digital products, Canva templates from places like Etsy, where within 2 or 3 minutes, changing the name, changing the date, you can have a ready-made template. So it's not a case of people don't want to or can't. It's more of a case that people are happy to pay for a solution if it saves them a lot of time. The same thing with spreadsheets. Something as simple like a budgeting spreadsheet or a business tracker can save someone hours of work, and because it saves time, people are happy to pay for it. Another reason I like templates is that they're beginner friendly. If you know how to create them, then great. If you don't, they can be outsourced very cheaply. So you don't need to be a designer or a technical expert to get started. And if you look on platforms like Etsy, you'll see thousands of templates selling every single day. That's all the proof you need that demand is there. So on to product number 2, PLR products. So the second digital product I'd consider is PLR products, which stands for private label rights. This means basically you create a product that other people can buy, rebrand and resell as their own. This is actually the business model that I used for probably between 5 to 6 years myself, and over time I've generated over 6 figures in sales just from this one specific type of digital product, which was PLR products. So I know firsthand that this model works, and the reason why PLR is so powerful is because it saves buyers a huge amount of time. Instead of creating content from scratch, they can buy a ready-made product and use it immediately. That could be ebooks, articles, email sequences, courses, graphics, and in many cases, they can also resell that content. So not only can they buy it for themselves, they can also resell that content. So it's a ready-made sort of done-for-you digital product that they can also resell and make money from. So that's what makes it very attractive. And even with the boom of AI becoming so popular, there's still a strong demand for high quality done for you content, and it's the same principle. Yes, people can use AI to generate this content themselves to a certain degree, but many would still rather pay for something that is already organized, edited and ready to use. Again, they're paying to save time, and time is valuable. The third type of digital product I'd create is a mini course. And when I say mini course, I mean a short, focused course that helps someone solve one specific problem. This doesn't need to be a huge course with 10 modules and 20 hours of content. In fact, the simpler the mini course is, it's usually actually better. People often don't want more information. They want a clear path to a specific solution or a specific result. For example, how to set up a simple Facebook ad, or how to create a Canva template, or how to build a landing page, how to write better prompts for AI. Mini courses are highly valuable because you're teaching a skill or a process, and if your course helps someone get a result faster, they'll happily pay for it. These products usually take a bit more effort to create than just simple templates, but they also command a higher price, and because they're focused on one specific outcome, they're often easier to sell than a giant course covering absolutely everything around a topic. The fourth digital product is prompt packs. Now, AI is absolutely everywhere. All the different AI apps and platforms, people are in huge demand for prompts. Now, this is a huge opportunity right now and will become a huge opportunity going forward. These AI tools are becoming hugely popular and people want to use them effectively, but writing great prompts takes time, and not everyone knows how to get the best results with the AI platform. So people know how to write a single sentence prompt and get results like platforms like ChatGPT, but the results you usually get back are not very good. So writing great prompts allows you to get better results using these AI platforms. So that's where these prompt packs come in. You create a collection of prompts for a specific use case. For example, if it's for blog writing prompts or sales copy prompts, CV and resume prompts, marketing prompts, social media prompts. Technically, people could write these prompts themselves, but most people would rather pay for a proven set of prompts that are ready to go. It's the same reason people pay to have their car washed. Could they do it themselves? Of course, but they're paying to save time and effort. That principle applies here. Prompt packs are relatively quick to create, and because AI is continuing to grow, this is a very relevant product category, and people are paying for prompt packs every single day. The fifth digital product I would consider creating is a simple ebook. And I think ebooks are often underestimated in the whole digital product space. Some people say no one is buying ebooks anymore. That simply isn't true. People absolutely buy ebooks. What they don't buy is an ebook that doesn't solve a problem. So what you need to understand is the format itself doesn't matter. What matters is the value inside. So if your ebook helps someone save time, save money, or solve a specific problem, it can sell very well. And it doesn't need to be long. It doesn't need to be a 200-page ebook. A concise 10, 20-page ebook guide that gets straight to the point, that provides the value, provides a solution to a specific problem, can be incredibly valuable. And in many cases, shorter the better. People want the solution and not unnecessary fluff. So the biggest mistake people make, and the biggest mistake that I see people make, is creating what they think people want instead of researching what is already selling. So that's backwards. If you want to increase your chances of success, start by looking for proven demand. Ask yourself, are people already buying products like this? What specific problem does it solve? And can I create a better or simpler version of it? If the demand is already there, your job becomes so much easier when you're trying to sell a digital product, not trying to reinvent the wheel or not trying to invent demand. You're simply entering an existing market. Which one would I start with today? So if I'm starting completely from scratch today in 2026, I'd most likely start with templates because they're so simple, they're beginner friendly, and they're relatively quick to create. I'd probably create a template digital product within the same day, and there's huge amount of proven demand. It's very easy to validate what's already selling on marketplaces like Etsy. Etsy has a huge digital product marketplace, and you can literally see on there what type of digital products are selling and what templates are selling. And if you don't have the skills to create them yourself, you can simply outsource the work very, very cheaply. You can get someone on Fiverr to create a template, an Excel template, a budgeting Excel template, and you could have that done within the day, and you could start selling that immediately. That makes them one of the most easiest ways to get your first digital product out on the market. That said, if you already have knowledge in a specific area, a small ebook or a mini course could also be a great place to start. The key thing is to keep it simple. Solve one problem and get something out there. So there you have it. Those are the 5 digital products I would consider creating it before starting again today. The main takeaway is don't overthink it. Pick a product type, validate that there is demand, create something that solves a specific problem. I keep saying the same point, but it's so important, and get it in front of people. Digital products are an incredible business model. You create something once and you can sell it again and again. And if you focus on products that save time or save money or solve a problem, you give yourself a much better chance of success. On this channel, I'm sharing more around what actually works when it comes to creating and selling digital products. So if that's something you're interested in, it's worth sticking around for my future videos. But for this one, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.